Just reading about that terrible tragedy. Though when you think about it, it's not that tragic at all. I mean, Sam's baby's still alive, and we're the only ones that know about it. So, call me crazy, Mr. Publisher, but I think that story would make front page news.
You broke in here to threaten me? If you've done any research about me at all, it's not that I have a propensity for violence, it's just that I'm really good at it. And it's kind of what I do if somebody messes with me.
There's no reason to be hostile, Mr. Manning. This is just business.
Any business I had with you is done. You get the hell out of here. The next time you come to this door, you knock.
I apologize, Mr. Manning. I just thought that after that time we spent in the potting shed that your visitor's policy would be, well, a little more casual. And as I mentioned, it's a professional visit.
Oh, really? Okay, what?
Well, I heard you bought the Port Charles Press and renamed it The Sun.
No problem. Call somebody in my office. Be more than happy to send you a free subscription.
Oh, no, I want more than that.
No way. Get out.
Mr. Manning, you seem very impressed with yourself. But you know what they say. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. And I think you could fall very hard indeed if poor, grieving Samantha were to find out that that baby she just buried isn't really hers at all.
Tell you what, why don't you call the cops? Better yet, you can call from my phone. Go ahead. Here, 9-1. Wait a minute. You can't tell anybody about how we switched the babies, because if you do, I'll tell the whole world how you killed a guy and pushed him around in a wheelbarrow.
I told you I didn't kill Anthony Sakara. I simply did a favor for someone I love.
Look.
I'd think twice before turning me in, Mr. Manning. You got a whole lot more to lose than I do.
I wasn't the one hauling around a dead body in the middle of the night.
I wouldn't expect someone as selfish as you to understand.
Selfish? I'm selfish.
Yeah, you couldn't shut up about killing your brother and making Taya a widow and saving her son and...
I was upset. I was traumatized. And you took advantage of me. You manipulated me. I wouldn't have done any of this if you hadn't convinced me that Sam did not want that baby.
Did I say that?
My ex-wife was sitting in a rocking chair on a porch, bonding with a child that was not hers. What was I supposed to do? Just walk out there and break her heart? Get her to hate me more than she already did? And you dangled the baby switch right in front of my face.
Let me get this straight. Somehow your moral lapse is my fault?
You told me that Sam was estranged from her husband because he was not the baby's father.
I believe my exact words were, he wasn't interested in a baby that wasn't his.
Oh. What's the difference?
Such a beautiful, innocent baby boy. You'll have a much better life in Pennsylvania than you would here. What with these parents? Mother, Samantha Morgan. Father, Jason Morgan. No difference at all, I suppose.
Well,
What I said, what you said, ain't none of it matters. Come on, that rainy day in the woods, that's long gone. Why focus on the past? Let's focus on the future.
Couldn't agree more. Tell you what, I'll focus on my future, and you can focus on your future, provided it's far, far away.
That's what I came to talk to you about. I'm ready to move on and move up. To start a new life with my new man.
Congratulations on your impending nuptials. You know what? Why don't we call room service? We'll have them send up a nice bottle of champagne.
That won't be necessary, Mr. Manning.
And you're
you're already doing so much.
I am? What exactly is it that I'm doing?
Well, you're making it all possible. How could I start a new life with a new man without a new job? That's where you come in.
You work.
I brought you a copy of my resume.
I'm not so
I'm
sure
perfectly suited to journalism. Okay, maybe not according to Olivia.
Olivia?
My son's inconvenient girlfriend. She hasn't been very supportive of me since I've been released.
Released?
But once I get a job at The Sun, I won't need Olivia's approval because I'll have freedom and stature and I'll be able to start a new life with the man I love.
This man that you love, he wouldn't happen to be the same guy who offed Anthony Zakara, would he? Oh. You want stature and freedom and to live happily ever after with a murderer.
Well, it wasn't his fault. His ex-wife made him do it. Besides, who are you to judge? You killed your own brother, and look what you did to poor Sam.
This is why you should never, ever be nice to anyone, ever. Because this is what you get. It comes back and it bites you. As if I could somehow, all of a sudden, be a responsible citizen. Like I could make amends for killing that bastard Victor by driving my ex-wife, who is angry and hostile and not to mention pissed off at me, to the hospital and... Ow. 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 Not my fault, you know? It's not my fault there was a storm. It's not my fault that there was a cell tower blocking the road. It's not my fault that Taya's baby died. When Taya's baby died, I tried to get her a brand new baby, and this is what I get for my trouble. I get blackmailed.
I prefer to think of it as a job interview.
Okay. If I give you a job, will you leave me alone and no more talk about the dead babies?
Of course. I think we more than covered that topic.
You're hired.
So what's my new job gonna be?
I don't know. What are you good at?
It's obvious, isn't it? Style editor.
Duh. I mean, however, you did encourage me to think outside the box.
How far outside the box?
I'm thinking funny pages. Maybe the obituaries?
And you really think that that's appropriate for me?
How about gardening, since you're so handy with a shovel and a wheelbarrow?
Don't get cute. I take my career very seriously.
Okay, well, we'll just spin a wheel, see what happens then. Okay, how about this? Why don't you think about it and then get back to me?
I'll figure out the perfect use for my special set of job skills, and I'll be ready to re-enter the workforce.
Awesome.
And that gentleman friend of mine will be so proud. And when he finds out what I did for him, oh, he'll be beholden to me forever. Just like you. Well,
sadly, it is time for you to go. Wouldn't want you to burn out before your first big day.
no, wait a minute. We're not finished.
We're not?
I need an advance on my salary.
For what? We don't even know what it is that you do yet.
Well, I assure you, whatever it is, I'll be brilliant. You see, I've been out of circulation for a while, and I kind of need an upgrade, you know, for my new job and my new man to start my new life. It's the least you can do.
Don't spend it all in one place.